All right, thank you so much all for joining me in this session, this specific lecture. So as you all know that we have already started the lecture series regarding mathematical reasoning, and some concepts we have already understood. Like first of all, we did the concept regarding what are the different types of reasoning. We have gone through this in detail. After that, I taught you the basics of number series, which were important for exam point of view very much. Because from number series, there is more than 90% probability, 90% chances are there that the questions shall certainly be depicted from number series. And then there is the second concept, that is regarding letter series. So first of all, before starting letter series, I must tell you that regarding number series, some questions, the video that today was assigned for the number series, but I have already recorded this video lectures that was on Sunday. So I have recorded and I shall explain one by one a number of questions in that video lecture, and that shall be delivered to you soon after the completion of this lecture. And this specific lecture is going to be regarding letter series. Like number series, there are letter series. The only difference is this, that in case of number series, the numerical digits are included. But in case of a letter series, only the alphabetical letters like ABC, these are given, and you have to find the combination of these all figures, and you have to find what shall come at the place of a question mark or the blank space. So this is all about the concept of a letter series, which we are going to start in today's lecture. And I must tell you, before starting of this lecture, this is not as important as number series was. Okay, so only 50% probability is there that the question can be asked. The reason being, letter series are much more easier than a number series, because in a number series there can be number of mathematical operations. Okay, that can be the operation of summation, that is addition, then subtraction, multiplication, then division was there. I taught you about square, I taught you about cubes. Okay, so these are number of mathematical operation. But in case of letter series, the only the only operation is you have to just make the series in a sequence. These can be, that sequence can be in any way, like in descending order or ascending order. Okay, so by just making the series in sequence, you have to find the best possible combination with the elements given. I shall teach you in this video lecture detail, and one by one I shall explain you some questions which shall clear your concepts very much. So now just going to share you the screen, and I shall teach you the concept of letter series in this lecture. And only one day has been assigned for letter series, because that will be much more sufficient. I'm sure that you shall be able to understand this completely if you listen me very carefully and you try to understand what I'm going to tell you in this lecture. So just before sharing, just need your quick confirmation again. Just send me your confirmation by saying yes if I'm completely audible, and can I start my lecture right now? Just need your confirmation. All right, thank you so much. I've got the confirmation. Now just going to share you the screen, and I shall tell you in detail what is there for you to learn from this specific lecture. And that is going to be the lecture regarding letter series. Okay, so this is about letter series. So what are letter series? First of all, I'm going to tell you its meaning, although it's not necessary. Only the questions, that is only numerical portion. Okay, none kind of definition is necessary, but still I'm going to give you. Okay, so when some alphabetical letters have been given in a way that these have been given in some kind of a combination, and these have been categorized into different elements, like just see this series. Okay, see this series. So here is some combination of some alphabetical letters in the first element. In the second element, again, there is the combination of some alphabetical letters, and these have been categorized in the second element. And same is the case of third. Fourth one is missing. That means this is the question mark, and you have to find what value or what combination of alphabetical letters shall come at this place. And then there is the last one. Okay. So on basis, each of the element have a specific combination. Each of the element have the specific combination and specific relation with one another. Like first element have its relationship with the second one. Second one may have its relationship with the third one. Then third one shall have its relationship with the fourth one, and so on. This is the process. And this is how you can define a letter series. So the word series simply means there is the combination of a relationship between alphabetical letters. So for finding, there are two methods only. Okay, I shall be telling you the simple elaborated form method, and this is one of my favorite method, because if you go through with this way, you can solve 50% of the question is automatically solved. You are not supposed to make any kind of a further relationship between these two. And what is this? You just have to see how many elements have been given. There are 5 elements total given. First is question mark. Just write the series in this way. Like the first element is ELFA. You have to write this again, but you have to give space in all the letters. Okay, so this is E, this is L, this is F, this is A. Okay, so then again, the next is GLHA. Just write below the first combination or the first equation. You have to write the second one. This is G, then L, then H, then A. A is there. Then the third one is ILJA. You have to write just below the second equation. This is I, L, J, then A, and the fourth one is missing. We know we have to find this, and after that there is the fifth one. This is M, then this is L, this is N, this is E. So this is known as elaborated form method, and by this you can easily make the relationship between figures. What you have to do? You have to see the relationship of the first element of the first combination with the first element of the second combination, and so on. In this way, you have to make the relationship. And then you have to see how the second element of the first relation relates to the second element of the second relation, and so on. In this way, combinations are made. And if you write the whole of the question in elaborated form, that shall become very easy for you. Okay. So you have to see the relationship between E and G, then G and I, then again L and L, then F and H, then H to J, then A, then A. So in this way, you have to find the relationship between different elements of the different relationships or combinations. Okay. So in this series, the second element, you can see this is L every time. This is L every time. In all the combination, this is L. That means there shall be L as well in the fourth combination. And by merely looking at the series, you can get that the last, this is the fourth element of all the relations is A. That means the fourth element of the fourth combination, which is the resultant equation. This is the fourth or the resultant equation, that shall be A. Okay. So 2 we have found. Now this is easy to understand and easy to go through. So here is E, then there is G in the first element. So there is difference of one letter only, and this is F. So after E, F comes, and after F, G comes. Okay, so this is the combination. And after G, H comes, and then I comes. So here I'm writing H. Okay, after G, H comes, and after H, I comes. Okay, so this is just making a kind of very defined series. So E, F, G, H, I, we know that now J shall come separately, and after that, after J, K comes, and after K, L comes. So in this way, you can make the relationship between first element of all the relationships. So now we have found K should come at the place of a first element of the fourth relationship which we have to find. So this is all there. Okay. So I'm just writing here K, L. Then we have to find the next letter. Then finally there shall be A. Now we have to find the relationship of a third elements. This is F, H, J, something missing, then N. Okay. So this is simply making the addition of one letter only. After F, G comes. Okay. After H, G comes. After G, H comes. After H, I comes. Okay. I is here. Then after I, J comes. After J, K comes. Okay. K comes, and after K, L comes. So we have to write here L. So L should be the third element in the fourth relationship. So you can easily find that in this way. So K, L, L, A should be the possible combination. And in this way, you have to find these kind of questions. And there is none kind of a shortcut, none kind of logic. The only thing you have to understand that you have to make the relationship of the first element of all the relationships. After that, you have to make the relationship of the second elements of all the combinations. Then you have to make the relationship of the third elements of all the combinations. Then you have to find the relationship of fourth letters or the fourth element of all the combination. In this way, you just have to make the relationship. You must know regarding all the alphabets and their respective numbers. Like D come, there are 26 total. There are 26 letters in the in alphabetical order. There are total 26 letters only. Okay, so you must know that at which number a specific alphabet comes. Like if I'm asking you what is the fifth letter of alphabetical series, you should be able to answer me that this is E. If I am asking you which is eighth one, you should be able to answer fastly that this is H. So this is the first thing you have to remember. The second thing, you must know their order. Okay, sometimes the series can be in ascending order, sometimes it can be in a descending order. That you have to be very careful. Okay, in this series that was completely in ascending order. Like G comes only after E, after G comes I. Okay, although there is the difference of one, but that difference is positive difference only. Okay, so in this way, these things you have to understand. Now we shall solve some examples so that you can better get some ideas of how these are solved. And after solving these questions, we shall take your test as well. Okay, we shall submit you PDF or the notes of this specific letter series questions that shall contain 20 questions in total, and that shall be your test, and you can do it yourself. You can ask if any problem is there in solving any kind of specific question. Now just going to show you some questions, and I shall solve these one by one. So this is a series. This is the first element J, A and K. Then second element K, B, L. Third is LCM. The fourth one is MD and fifth one is missing. And you have to find what shall come at the place of this blank figure on the basis of a relationship between these four combinations. So I have already written all these in a very elaborated form. So this is the first equation or first element. This is second. This is the third one. This is the fourth one, and fifth we are going to find. Okay. So we have to find the relationship of the first elements, then second, then third, and so on. That I have already explained you how you can find this. So J, K, L, M. So this is very easy to understand. If we know after J, K comes, after K, L comes, after L, M comes, after M, here comes N. So the first letter of the resultant fifth combination should be N. Okay. So the second is, this is simple, A, then B, then C, then D. Certainly here shall be E. Okay, here shall be E. So we are writing here E. Then K, L, then M, N, then here should be O, because this is just an addition. This is just the next letter in all this alphabetical series. So this shall be NEO. NEO should be the possible combination which we have found on the basis of examining the relationship between these four elements. So this is how the questions regarding alphabetical series or letter series are solved out. Just make the relationship of first elements of all the series, second element of the series, third elements of all the series, and then on the basis of these relationships, try to find what shall come at the place of a question mark. So this is how you should solve these kind of questions. So these were of very easy level, and I don't think that their level can be this much difficult. We have already explained, we have already given number of tests in our daily explanation videos as well. So this is the third question. So this has given us 4 elements specifically, and fifth one is missing and question mark is there. This is asking you, you have to find what shall come at place of this blank value on the basis of a relationship between these combinations. So we have already written that clearly. Okay, so this is the first series, first combination. This is the second combination. This is the third combination. This is the fourth combination. So I think the central letter is very easy to be find out. Okay, so A is always there in middle of all the combination. That means in the fifth combination, in the middle there shall be A. So we can write here A. Okay, A should be there. Then we see just the first element. This is F. Then this is G. Then this is H. This is I. This is just an increment, or this is just a next letter. So we can write like F, G, H, I. So here should be J. So J should be there, and it should become the first element of our resultant blank figure. Now see this carefully. This is the G and this is F. No, so now this is a negative or inverse relationship. So this is a negative. This is not next, but this is the previous figure. Previous figure. Okay. F comes before G. Okay. So I'm just writing here again. This is J and A. Now we shall define their relationship. G comes after F. Okay. So this is the thing. So we can put here the negative sign. Okay. Then here is F. Then here is I. I is given. Okay. So I comes after two positives. After H, after F. So after F, here comes G, then comes H. Only then comes I. That means there is the sum of addition of 2 letters in that. And after that, here again H is given. H is given again. Okay, so here again this is the negative summation. Okay, so there is the negative part involved again. Now you have to find by applying your mind what combination can be there again. So this is combination of 2 letters simultaneously. This is GF, this is IH, and they can be used or they can be applied consecutively, because I have already given you information that there is a negative. After that, there is the addition of 2 letters. Here again there is a negative, one negative. Okay, this is the first relationship. So that seems to be somewhat complicated. Okay, that seems to be somewhat complicated. We can apply our mind again and we can see that if there is any other kind of combination available. Okay, this is available. So this is the combination of 2 letters consecutively. F, G, H and I. So this is given. That means in the first equation and the second equation, there are two letters who are used consecutively, F then G. Then in the third, fourth, again there is H and I. H and I is there. Okay. So now this is done for combination of two equations. That means we can find the fifth and sixth one easily. Okay. So this is just in a sequence. If we say that use have been done for F, G, H and I, F, G, H, I. Okay. That means at the place of a fifth and sixth element, there shall be J and K. J and K shall be there. J and K shall be there. But you can see that these are not in sequence. Okay. First of all, the successive terms come, and after that the previous terms come. So that's why we cannot write here J. We shall write here K, and after that we can write here J. So in this way you have to apply your mind so that you can get to know the best possible combination and you can find this figure easily. So I have given you two possible solution of this specific question. Okay. First, you have to make any kind of easy combinations like I was able to make. Okay. So in the first two series, the last elements combination is easy to be made. After FG comes, again in the combination of two equations, we can make the relationship between the third elements, like this is H, this is I. So we have to use combination of two equations, and here shall come J and K, but K should be the first. That should be used at the fifth place. The reason being the upper amount or the upper level letter has been used firstly. So you shall write here K and after that J. And we had already found J and A previously. So the possible answer or the best answer for this specific question shall be J, A and K. So that was somewhat a tricky question. These kind of questions are usually posted in the examination, and I believe that this was not difficult for you to comprehend. Now I'm just going to move further, and I'm going to tell you a question when there is the question mark, but this is in between the series. Okay, so there is a question mark, there is a possible series. Okay, this is the first element S, C, D, T, E, F, then U, G, H, then W, K and L. Okay, we have already written in a elaborated form. We have to see the relationship of first elements, then we shall see the relationship of second elements, then we shall see the relationship of third elements, and in this way we shall try to find what shall come at the place of this question mark. Okay, now we see what is there. So there is S, then T, then U. So this is simple a consecutive letter series. Okay, consecutive alphabetical letter series. So after S we know T comes, after T we know U comes, after we know after U V comes. Okay, so the first letter shall be V, because after V W comes. So the first letter of the answer shall be V. So we shall see regarding the second one. So here is given C, after C E is given, after E G is given, then something blank, then K is given. You can see that there is addition of one letter. After C, D comes, and after D, E comes. After E, F comes, and after F, G comes. After G, H comes, and after H, I comes. That means I should be the second element. Okay, so I should be the second element of our answer. After I, J comes, and after J, K comes. So this is the best possible combination of second elements between all the given below combinations. Now we shall try to find the last one. We have already found the first and second, that was V and I. So here is D. After D, here is F. After F, there is H, there is blank, then there is L. After D, E comes, we know. We can make the combination. After D, E comes, after E, F comes, after F, G comes, after G, H comes, after H, I comes, after I, J comes. Okay, so J should be the third element of our answer. After J, K comes, and after K, L comes. So in this way, you have to make the relationship. So Vij should be answer of our fourth question. So in this way, you can find the answer of these kind of questions, and that was very easy. That contained somewhat a trick. Okay, the first line or the first element solution was very easy. Then there was addition of a first letter only. Again, there was addition of first letter only. So in this way, the letters series shall be given to you, and you have to find the best possible combination and answer. Now we move further and say the next question, and after that we shall be finishing that, because my purpose was to solve and make you aware of what kind of a series are there and what is the best possible way to answer these kind of questions. So this series has been given like the first element is QAR, then RAS, then SAT, then TAU, then a blank value is there. We have to find what shall come at this figure. By merely looking at the series, you can get to know that the second element is the same in all the combination, and that is A. That means the second element of the resultant figure shall be A. You can write here A. So that should be the middle of all the three elements. We shall see the first element. Okay, this is Q, this is R, this is ST. This is just an increment. This is just the next letter used in the first element, because we know that after Q, R comes, after R, S come, after S, T comes, and after T, obviously U shall come. So U shall become part of our first element of our resultant figure. So we shall find now the third element of the answer. So the series has been given RSTU. So this is also simple. Okay, this is just again the usage of the next letter. Uses of the next letter. So after R, we know that there is S. After S, there is T. After T, there is U. After U, there is V, and that is very easy to comprehend. So UAV should be the best possible combination of this complete series. And I hope you would have got the idea right now. So now I have explained you these 5 questions, and again I am making the crux of this complete series. I am going to give you some very great important keynotes and points by which you can easily find these questions. Some of the students try to find the relationship in this way, like they do not write all the combinations in that elaborated form. They just see the question and they just keep in mind J, K, L, and M. They just keep in mind the second element A, B, C, D. So in this way, they try to solve this, but the possibility of this method being wrong is very high. The reason being, sometime, because you have to remember in your mind a number of combinations. Okay, so you have to keep in your mind a number of combinations. So if there are 4 elements given, each element is containing 3 letters, then 3 multiplied by 4, you have to remember 4 different 12 different kind of letters and their combination as well. So if you write in this kind of elaborated form, your possibility of being right is quite high. So just try to write the equations in this way. When you have wrote in this way, half of your question is already solved. Okay, so the next idea, the next key point I'm going to tell you is that you just have to make the relationship of the different elements. Okay, like first element should be combined with the first element of all the combinations. The second should be seen with the second elements of all combination. In the same way, the third should be seen with the third element of all the combination. In this way, you have to make the relationship. You have to decode in a way that you can easily find what shall come at the place of a question mark. So in this way, I hope I was able to answer you completely how to solve these kind of questions. 5 questions I have explained you. A test of 20 questions shall be posted to you. A PDF format note shall be given to you. You have to find, I think answers has already been given in the questions. If you are not able to solve any kind of a question, you can simply send us its screenshot or its photo. then we shall solve it, and we shall send you its all possible answer. So in this way, I hope that I was able to answer this completely. So that was regarding letter series, and I'm going to tell you again that its possibility of being depicted in the examination is quite low as a comparison to number series. Number series was more important because from the previous 25 to 28 papers, it has been seen that more than 15 times the questions from the number series has been asked, but from the letter series only for 6 or 7 times the questions have been asked. But still you cannot skip this specific topic because that is very easy. You just have to make the combination. None kind of mathematical operation is necessary, as the case was regarding number series. In a number series, you have to apply, you have to use different kind of mathematical operations like summation, that is addition, then subtraction, then there was multiplication, then division, square root, under root, and mixed method as well, which I have explained you in a detailed manner. And it's all the solved question shall be sent to you in the recorded video, because I have already told you that today was assigned for the number series, but we have already recorded its lecture because it could take a lot of time, which was not possible in a single video. So that's why we have taken 2 different videos and we have clubbed it. So we shall send its recording. So 2 tests are there for you. Okay, the first is regarding letter series, about which the information has been given to you today. And the second test is regarding number series. 10 questions have been explained to you in the video lecture that shall be sent to you after this lecture. And 10 questions test shall be given to you in a PDF format notes. You have to solve these. In case you are not able to solve any specific question, you can simply send its image. Then we shall try our best to reply you with its complete solution, and we shall teach you how it is obtained. So in this way, we shall study this completely. And the next topic is, I think, regarding codes and the relationship, and it turns comes on a Wednesday. So you have tomorrow with you, you have to solve all the questions being provided by us for number series and letter series as well. So I hope you would have enjoyed this a lot, and you would have understood this completely. Regarding the next development, or regarding the test, we shall be intimating you as soon as possible. This is Gurpal Singh from Gurpal Education. Thank you so much for joining me.